in the background. Then I'm doing like an FSX skills challenge to determine my handicap now. So it's like we're setting up target for 150 yards. Apparently I'm off 2.1. But my actual handicap's 10.
So this is 150 yards, is it?
Yeah. And pretty much, I'm just hitting low 4 irons, and that was short.
So that was 137. What club are you hitting, Will?
Low 4 irons.
Low 4 iron.
Figured out that, hang on, I might go down to 5 iron actually. Yeah, because that's going a bit too low for it. So here we go.
In a bid to pass the time, I dreamed up a simple game.
Yeah, so plus 4 for that.
149 yards.
Happy birthday for yesterday, Mum. Entertain you while the shot's going down.
147 yards.
I'm aiming to get it lower than my handicap every time. Next one.
So the system gives you a dynamic handicap, doesn't it?
Yes, it has.
Do you want to say hi to the guys at the following, Will?
Alright guys, who is it?
There's a few people. Do you want to explain to them what you're doing again?
So I'm doing an FSX type skills challenge on my computer while watching Grand Tour.
While watching the Grand Tour.
This says it's 175, so I'm going to do 3/4 3 iron.
3/4 3 iron for 175 yards. 149. What a better strike?
Much better strike.
165 yards. 165 yards for a 3 iron. That's not bad. And the computer's giving you a dynamic handicap, isn't it?
Plus 0.9.
For 166 yards. Enjoying that, aren't you?
I love that music.
After many hours in this, the 25th country on Earth, we were finally getting into Jaguar country.
Do you like that one, do you? Bit of
The long journey had done wonders.
Jimenez.
As I said before, I'm aiming to get lower than my handicap every time.
Includes engine service soon. Some
Ouch, my back.
Hi guys, got a few watches, Will, up to 5 watches.
lights I don't have is the one that tells me what
Oh, my back killed there. You don't want the painful ones messing up, do we, Dad?
No, that's what happens when you hit blades, isn't it? If you don't quite catch it right, it hurts.
Since the Jaguars weren't going to be in built-up areas.
Okay, 168 yards. So, how many targets have you got left? I can't remember what we did.
2, I've got 190 and 2. 15, I think it was.
190 and 215, yeah?
Or something like that.
And very, very rare.
Okay, so 190, Will, what club are you hitting?
5 wood.
It does have very strong biting.
And what?
Sit down.
And what 5 wood?
Plus 0.4.
And what 5 wood have you got there?
Callaway Rogue.
Callaway Rogue 5 wood, and you've just hit what, 188?
88.
Not bad.
My dad thinks he's funny saying not bad. That's actually an amazing shot. Oh, that wasn't there. Please lag out. So then I get to redo it.
So, Will's not happy with that. That was a 214 yards 5 wood.
It's got about 50 yards.
it's the law.
So we're just trying to control it to give us a 190 yard shot, aren't we?
It's along the disused rail.
How's that one, Will?
You guys can really try this.
LGP Jeremy came to
Oh, it's lagged.
Gentlemen,
He's done that silly thing where the ball keeps going and going.
it says no.
I don't know whether you guys can see that, but it's a bit of a fault with SkyTrack.
Thank you.
Sometimes you get this lag every now and then.
I think I'm the only first person.
Moments later,
So go on then, we'll delete that shot, because otherwise it'll destroy your stats, won't it?
Can't yet, 'cause it's still going.
Oh,
It's still going. Just wait for it to hit true.
it's all right, James. Why don't you just? He is actually going. James doesn't like heights.
has it stopped yet?
What just missed? What is that? Hold on. That's 1,
270.
You've got 7 or 8, maybe 8 feet.
That means I'll have to drive. I can't.
Oh, it's got massive tires. You'll just be running on the outer ones.
So every now and again this simulator package
It's literally full.
has a little quirk where the ball just keeps going and going and going and going and going.
Why did my wheel? It won't do.
So we're just waiting for the ball to stop, then we can take a next shot.
What is that? 300
Look at that.
Feet, yes.
It'll stop in like a year.
Joel Stevenson says hi, Will.
Hi Joel.
isn't at all.
How is you doing at the minute?
First.
847 feet away. Come on.
Right, so you can kill that shot, can't you?
Bloody difference will it make?
Right, here we go then.
So we're still going 190 yard, 5 wood, aren't we? Do you reckon with that one pushed it a little bit, or do you like it?
I reckon I pushed it a lot.
Distance 165.
Distance is going away.
Joel said that's really far.
Speed's the answer.
You'll have to look at
It is,
that one,
isn't it?
that's 214.
214 yards.
To the next thing after this, and it'll go 200 yards.
Oh, Dan Thompson's joined as well, Will.
Dan! Yay! What
Peng
to you, my
nanny.
friends?
That's helpful. I already am watching.
140, Will. Language.
I'm watching Grand Tour. Don't believe me playing the Grand Tour.
That was a better strike.
Yeah, right.
So against your 190 yard target.
178 yards.
178, so you didn't quite hit it, did you?
I've got one more here. No, it's because it slipped out my hand. Look at that. It's like a grip. I don't want the same thing to happen to this as it happened to my throat.
Keeping it as close as I can to that.
Don't like that one, do we?
Hate it. And that's why you hate shots like that.
175
I'm
yards.
playing the grip for that. I'm going like that.
Jesus,
Dan says well done.
Thank you, Dan.
I can do this.
People actually appreciate the goal. It's cool.
No one wants to know just with the wood.
Ouch.
Did that hurt?
No. It's just because it. Oh, did it pick up? Oh,
Jesus Christ, not through towards the edge.
it did.
Apologies for some of the language on the Grand Tour.
Says the man who says it all the time.
That was a nice strike. So where's that against this 190 target? Let's see.
He goes,
Where's that going?
Sick.
sit down. Come on.
192. Not bad, Will.
Drivers out.
2 yards.
For those who are proceed.
Evening Golf Director who's just joined us as well.
For those who are watching still, if Joel and Dan are still watching, this is the club that goes the furthest in my bag.
So Will, just before we do the driver,
Yes.
just turn around and tell the camera what we've been doing.
So we've been doing like an FSX skills challenge with SkyTrack to determine my handicap at this time.
So we've got 5 shots left. What's your distance? What's your
20.
220? So we're aiming for 220. And I don't know whether you can see on here or not, but there's a target. There we go.
220.
Not bad. She's got to repeat it another 4 times now.
Not very well maintained bridges.
Oh, God.
The heat was stifling,
So bad.
and the ride in the Jeep became more and more intolerable.
Alright, still 7.8.
213. So this system gives you a dynamic handicap, and Will's trying to make sure that every shot he hits,
Handicap for every distance.
he tries to beat his handicap, don't you, Will?
No, that's for every distance overall though.
Yes.
203, a little bit short this time. So 2 shots to go. And then when we bring the stats up, I'll go over with the camera and I can show the camera the stats. I don't know whether that's the zoom or you seem to be getting closer to me.
He's not very keen on us helping, is he?
So 212.
I didn't see the bumper.
I would be up +3 for that.
So this is 220, isn't it? We're going for target wise. Is that the last one?
So good. Well, God.
225, just outside the target.
Just
So-
outside.
Can we look at the stats then, Will?
No. No.
Right, excuse the shouting on the Grand Tour. Let's budge out the way, Will.
No.
And let's see whether we can show this to the camera. So these are the stats, aren't they?
Yeah. Hi, Mo Craig, if you're still on here.
So there we go. So you can see all the distances that Will's been going for tonight. So we went 60, 70,
My dynamic handicap is lower than my
80,
original.
90,
Yes.
100, 125, 150, 175, 190 and 220.
You can do it,
And you can
Will.
see there the dynamic handicap for all the different shots.
8.5.
And then over here, it shows us the dispersion against all the different targets. It's a great system. I don't know if any of these guys have seen this before.
Skytrack.
Skytrack, so it shows
It's
you...
not the original app. I think it's just called the, it's on challenges.
Yeah, so that was the 60 yard.
Yes.
70 yard.
Joel Stevenson's still on.
80 yard.
Or is he just left?
90 yard. 100 yard.
Joel's still on.
125. 150. 175. 190.
Don't look at that one.
And 220. So you can see the dispersion increasing.
I'll go long drive to
As we
give a
increase
few
the
people. I'll do long drive.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's
Oh.
exporting the data.
Oh, it's exporting the data. I knew that.
Mm-hmm.
As it turned out, the broken exhaust was lifting
There you go.
There you go. So now we can leave that. And for the people that are still watching, I'll go on to long drive.
Oh, we're just driving now, are we?
Give some people entertainment.
So,
If you wanted to know how to get onto that Skytrack, you go on to challenge. No, you don't. You go on to game improvement.
Golf Director said you could do it, Will.
Thank you.
So what distance do you reckon we're going to be going for then, long drive? Sorry?
Shots. Right at top score.
So, what are we going for, long drive? What do you think is a good distance? 230. 230. Okay, let's see what that one is then.
Massive.
Do you like that one?
I think I've got seawater in.
290.
As we set about
219.
Blomqvist arrived.
Draw there.
Sounds quite naughty, isn't it?
What do you reckon?
It's a throaty sound. James, do not throw rocks at us. Just
Make a better door than a window.
say
I've
something.
got an idea, Dad.
214.
What distance would I have to break you to get me new 3-wood?
I'm not buying you a new 3-wood. You've got to work for it. We had that debate last time.
That's why I want to rent this out. Check it out on my YouTube channel Insta soon. We'll be renting this for an out soon. When we get it all finished.
Pickup truck.
After COVID-19 and everything.
Yeah, after.
Did you get bored with long drive?
No, I'm trying to lag it. I'm trying to get the lag on it so that it'll go like 5,000 knots.
Right, come on. Why don't you have 3 balls and see what drive distance you can get?
After this one.
Eventually, after driving deep into the jungle, we arrived at exactly the sort of spot where jaguars like to hang out.
For God's sake.
This
That was...
is extraordinary.
Well, there's no other word for it. It's crap.
Do you want to say anything about what you and Harry have been doing in terms of trying to raise money for the NHS?
Me and Harry.
Yeah, you and your friend Harry
Yes, me and Harry.
have set up a Just Giving page, haven't you?
Have we?
And over the last couple of weeks, if people would like to donate anything, then you've set up a Just Giving page.
Yes, we did.
You've raised £250 so far. I'd like to raise £500.
I'm not sure if we did actually.
And what
Yeah, we did.
and what you did, Will, to encourage people to donate, was you've actually said that you're going to donate one of your signed Tommy Fleetwood caps, a white Nike Tommy Fleetwood cap that's signed, which can be seen here, as modelled by
Will Bebbington himself.
my right hand. And all you've got to do to be in a chance of winning it is if you make a small donation to Will and Harry's golf page. Then what Will's going to do is, once we've hit the target, is we're going to draw all the names out of those people that have donated, and one lucky winner.
You might want to comment on the Just Giving page, because it has you a chance to comment, say Tommy Fleetwood if you want the actual to go into the raffle for it.
So that's on Just Giving. It's Will and Harry golf appeal for the NHS.
Instagram, won't you?
What do you think, Will? Well, we've got people watching, and you're on the SkyTrack system. I wonder whether anybody would like to give you any little challenges, any distances, or any shot types, or anybody wants to hook up, yeah?
Yes, Richard. Get the track cameras out.
What a great idea. Right, okay, fine, I'll do it.
I've just remembered. I've got a jaguar on the beach, so I let that out.
So what are we doing now then, Will?
After all,
Pardon?
What are we going to do now?
Whatever distance they tell me, I'll hit it. If anyone's got any recommendations for trick shots,
So,
send them and I'll try and do them.
so if anybody that's watched your 60 yards, Will, we've got a 60-yard challenge.
60-yard challenge. How many shots is that? We'll go 3 shots.
3 shots. So what
3
club?
shots to hit exactly.
What club are you going for the 60-yard challenge?
60.
60-degree wedge. Let's see, shall we?
I reckon that's miles short.
Smooth stuff.
60 yards. That's not bad, is it? Any other distances?
I'm trying to see how many times I can hit it. But you know. Oh, that's long. Or short. It's definitely short.
Oh, it could be long.
After much debate about how the special forces wipe their bottoms, Hammond returned and I quickly realised.
Nice to know. Anyone got any answers for any recommendations?
Why are we still here?
Short!
It's better that we go away, isn't it? Let's still go down.
Right, I'm going to challenge you to 80 yards.
Distance that I hate. Oh no, the distance that I like actually.
And then come back tomorrow.
Yes.
Check the cameras. That's how you're supposed to use them. It's in it.
This good news put me
Go then.
in the mood for some
How close is that to 80 yards?
So after May had gone to bed at the hotel, Hammond and I sneaked outside.
10 yards away, not bad.
This with his head. He's coming there. Yes. So he comes out of the morning, can you mention his face?
Yeah, and he'll know exactly where he parked it because he's him. So then he'll think he's gone mad. How are we to do it?
Who's it?
Do it, Tyron Will said, well done. He's a golfer in South Africa. And that's who challenged us to the 60 yards.
2, 3.
How's that?
The next morning,
So Billy Larvin that challenged you to hit the 60-yard shot said, well done. He's a golfer that plays in South Africa.
Amazing. Any other distances from anyone?
it's clear. The jugular mould your camera.
Yeah.
Is that really where it's been?
Go on then, Will, 80 yards.
Broken it.
Yes.
That's from me while we're waiting.
This is the important thing. Did we get?
What do you think?
Someone triggered it, maybe, I believe. Oh, look, there.
Where?
Oh, not good enough, Will.
That's it. That's it.
79.
There's its actual face. There.
Yeah, but this match no printing.
Right, Will, you are live. You're not meant to be watching the grand tour. You've got an audience.
Of how many people?
Man, that's whiskers.
4, 5.
That's a jaguar biting. That is a
So do you want to remind people, Will, what you've been doing for the NHS?
Raising money.
Raising money and
Any other distances from anyone?
so you've raised £250 so far, haven't you? On your just
Any
get.
distances in what club?
I'm going to go and get his son.
It's got to be reasonable though.
This is so good. We're now to drive 200 miles.
Right, Will,
Yeah.
Photograph.
just while we're waiting, turn around and face the camera and tell people what you've been doing for the NHS, why, and how people can get involved.
So, I'll hold this behind my back for now. We've been raising money for the NHS.
Simply drive up the other side.
Why? Because we want to get out of lockdown.
And what about all the people of the NHS?
Yes.
They've been working very hard, haven't they? They've been putting themselves right in the front line.
Oh, well, we haven't got any electricity. There you go. So yeah, and then you can get involved. Go to our giving page at Will and Harry Golf Appeal for the NHS. And we will, when we hit the target, also if you donate, comment Tommy Fleetwood. And if you donate £5 or more, we'll put you in the giveaway to win a Tommy Fleetwood signed cap. There it is. Comment Tommy Fleetwood on it though, as well. There you go, and that's the one. So turn it down there.
Right, so I think what I'm going to do, Will, let's turn that off now. It's a little bit distracting. And what we're going to do is I'm going to call out 5 distances. Yep. And you've got 5 shots. And we're going to see whether you can hit each distance. Let's start with 60 yards. You have to tell us what club you're using.
60 is great.
60 degree, 60 yards, yeah? Let's see how close you get. $63. Okay. So we've got another 4 shots.
No, I've already done it.
No, we're going to do 80 yards.
80.
80 yards. So you kept going with your 60 degree wedge. Let's see how close we can get 80 yards. Not bad, 73.
Next.
Okay, so now let's have 100 yards,
Right, after.
which I think is 50 degree wedge territory, isn't it? Was it 50, 56? So 100 yards, and what club was it, Will?
54.
54. 98, not bad.
2 more now.
So let's have 120 yards.
20 yards, Joe.
120 yards. What club are you going to use to try and hit 120 yards?
And then I've only realised it's got the training day on now.
9 irons. This is 120 yards we're trying to hit.
With the training day, which limits me quite a bit, but you know.
130.
I didn't know it.
130 yard, 9 iron.
Last one now.
So last one.
What are we going?
Oh, what distance should we go? Anybody want to call out a distance that's watching?
Turning it down, I'm turning the projector on because I'm not feeling well.
Pass me the projector remote control.
You can turn it down, I'll turn it down.
Okay, well, while there's people watching, pass me the remote control now, please. Thank you.
For me, can you?
Yeah, so we've got one left distance. Right, okay, so one last distance to go. We've had 3 people have said 150 and 1 said 175. So I think, to be fair, what we're going to do, we'll do 150 first. Hang on, before you hit what club?
5 iron.
5 iron. Let's see.
I think this is going long. So I'm going to hit it 3/4.
What do you think? How did it feel?
Better than normal. I think I've hit it long.
Ooh, a little bit long. 166. So 16 yards.
I did 2 150s because 2 people commented it.
Okay. So you're going to try one. You're going to try 150 again. 7 iron.
Ach, 9 zone. Elf is wolf. Dressing, feeding, 14, 16, 17, 19, 20.
Oh, there we go. 153. Somebody's just said golf courses are opening this week. We haven't heard that, but we hope that's true. Hallelujah.
Yes.
Right, well, come on. Last shot, 175.
240 quid could have been the difference.
175. So what club for 175?
5 iron.
Jay Kearney's asking what day you're going live every day.
What day?
Yeah.
What day and what time? I reckon we might go live at like 6 every day.
Maybe, yeah. Depends whether you get your homework done. So,
We'll post.
before you strike the club, Will, you're going for 175. What club are you using?
5.
5 iron?
Might go up to 4. I'll give myself 2 shots.
Okay. Think that might be a bit short. What do you reckon?
I reckon that might be perfect actually.
A little bit short. Somebody said, Jay Kearney said, can you go live about 8:30? I think it's a little bit late for us, isn't it? Because of school and
But it
things.
depends.
Yeah.
And you never know.
So this is your last shot at 175, yeah?
Yes.
And what club was that?
4 iron.
4 iron. Let's see where this goes. 163.
I hit it again.
Are you going to give it another go?
I'm not giving up until I hit it.
You want to get after it, don't you?
Of course I do. I've got 3 iron. How about I hit a Stinger 2 iron?
You make a better door than a window. You're going to try a Stinger 2 iron for 175, yeah?
Yeah.
Just before you do, to show the camera your club. So that's a 2 iron, so it's a P790 2 iron. We're going to try and sting this 175. That might have a chance.
Definitely stung it.
Oh, 172, 3 yards short.
Hit another one because I reckon I could get there if I hit the ball a bit higher.
So we're trying to reach 175 and we're trying to sting a 2 iron 175. I don't think that's as far as the last one, is it?
I reckon it might be because I did try to sting that one.
182, not bad.
I'll take that. Now I'll try and hit one in between, like a proper stinger.
Okay, wonder what this is going to do.
See, that's what I was supposed to do the first time.
2 iron stinger.
I liked it! Come on!
Oh, we've got that silly little bug going on again, haven't we? When it goes on and on and on and on and
300
on.
yard 2 iron already.
So while that's being silly,
107 yard 2 iron.
while the computer's being silly, while that sorts itself out, is there anything?
Done now.
We've got 6 views. Is there anything you want to say to anybody?
Subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Oh, yes.
Follow me on Instagram. Of course. Right, here we go. Will Bebbington's musical. Let's see if I can hit a 200 yard 2 iron.
So that's a 187 yard 2 iron. So we're going to try and beat 200 yards with a 2 iron, yeah? Apologies for that. The cameraman just had a bit of a...
Did you flip the camera around?
No, he couldn't get the zoom very good.
Well done.
Is that 185?
Yes, I'm getting closer though.
Okay. Have another 2 shots here whether we can break 200 yards with a 2-iron. Oh, that wasn't.
2 other shots starting now. My mum loves listening to the radio station 5 Live, but she calls it something different.
Live 5.
Yes. 5 people listen.
That was a nice strike,
No, it was not.
wasn't it? It sounded nice to
That
me.
came straight out of the heel and it hurt my head.
Hurt your head.
Has anyone ever had it in golf where they hit their golf shot, it hits really horribly, and then they turn through, and the grip snags on their hair and then pulls it? It hurts a lot.
Hi, Charlie. Charlie's just joined as well.
Sorry, Charlie. I'm giving myself 5 more shots to see if I can.
Well, I'll tell you what. Sean Jones is with us, and he's asked us who's our favourite pro golfer, and he's asked that for both you and for me. So do you want to go for?
I've got 3.
Yeah.
Tommy Fleetwood, Matt Nixon, and you.
So that's Tommy Fleetwood, Matt Nixon, and Sean Jones. That's Will's top 3. And I think I'm going to go old school because when I started watching golf,
I know this.
there was one person who I used to think was amazing, and that was.
See this. This is where you can tell that this man's old.
And that was Nick Faldo.
Oh.
And I think very close to Nick Faldo would be Severiano Ballesteros.
Obviously.
And I think in terms of modern day golfers, I don't know.
You know.
It's got to be Tommy, hasn't it?
Yes.
It's got to be Tommy.
Because he's so nice.
Yeah, it's got to be Tommy
I
Fleetwood.
played with him and he's so nice. I played with Tommy and Matt at the same time, actually. Right, I'm going to skip to it right now.
Right, do me a favour, Will.
Yes.
My challenge is take your 5 wood
Yes.
and let's see whether you can break 210 yards with your 5 wood.
Simple.
Bit heavy?
No. 215 was it? 210.
No, 210. Bit short.
I turned it quite a bit. So
That could have a chance. That sounded very nice.
felt it, but it's fading instead of drawing. I think it's so annoying.
Still, 180 yards with a 5 wood.
3 more shots, 5 shots to do this.
Not done it with that one either. I think you need to just slow down a little bit and try and get your tempo back.
Let's go.
So, Sean, I hope you caught our favourite golfers. If not, I can reply in the comments below. Who's your favourite golfer, Sean? Did I say 210 was the challenge?
Yeah, you said 205.
I can't remember.
Oh, hands are so slippy now.
Yeah.
I might have to end it.
Yeah, right, have a rest. So, do you want to tell people why you've been doing a lot of this live chat stuff and what you're trying to do?
Yes, so we're raising money for the NHS. I'm just going to sort out the net over here. So yeah, as I was saying, we're raising money for the NHS, and we're set up a Just Giving page on Just Giving called Will and Harry's Golf Golf Appeal for the NHS. And it was me and my friend Harry Kell. He can't be here in a minute. And yeah, so we're doing that, and then I've put in something. If you donate over £5 and you comment Tommy Fleetwood, dear me, I'm tired now.
Yeah.
You get the chance to win, perfectly modelled by me, a Tommy Fleetwood signed cap.
A signed Tommy Fleetwood cap.
Yeah.
So for those people that have already donated, all the names of those people that have donated will be going into a draw. And once we've reached our target of £500, we're at 240 at the moment. Then we'll be looking. Oh, there we go. And we've got a guest appearance from Mummy in her pyjamas.
Birthday girl.
So Sean's just said that his favourite pro golfer is Tiger.
Fair enough.
Yeah, he's pretty class, isn't he, Tiger? I mean,
Oh, look at that! I've just hit it 100 yards with a plastic golf ball.
Tiger has really changed the game of golf, hasn't he? In many ways.
No, last year. Yeah, especially last year with his win at the Masters. That was sensational.
Well, to come back and win like that was pretty special, wasn't it? To have the mental strength and the determination to keep going after all those injuries. Yeah, pretty impressive, pretty inspirational.
Yeah, it's really mad.
But it's we both quite like enjoying the chronicles of a champion golfer, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
And looking back at some of the amazing golfers.
I think they did well 7, didn't they?
Tiger ain't just class. He's the greatest of all time. I think that's quite difficult to argue with. He is.
Yeah, one of them.
Yeah.
Along with Jack Nicklaus, Seve, Gary Player, all of them. But he's top of them. Even though he hasn't won as much majors as Jack, he's probably had more like fame because of his comeback last year, and to do that's just amazing.
So it's always an interesting debate, isn't it, about sportsmen when they've lived in different eras.
Oh yeah.
So if Tiger and Jack were playing at the same time, it'd have been really interesting, wouldn't it, to see which one of those.
Oh yeah, I reckon it would have been like Julian the Sun all over again, but in literally every competition.
Yeah, that would have been quite special.
Yeah. Got that in then. But wow. Welcome to History Time with Will. I'm joking. Yeah, so that's it for now, pretty much.
Yeah, usually ask if anyone got any questions for you, haven't they?
Questions near the end, yeah. I'll sit down here, and if anyone's got any questions, I'll answer them in a minute.
Yeah, Will's really looking forward to doing his homework. So he just said to me it'd be great if he had no questions because he could go straight off and do his homework. That's what he said, isn't it? Or did you say the more questions the better because that means you don't have to do your homework? Alfie's asked, have you got a handicap target for the end of this year? Pregnant pause.
I have.
So you play off 9.7 at the moment, don't you?
Let's just go, the way that this is going, if golf course is open this week, I imagine competitions will be starting near the end of the year. So pretty much I want to get down as much as I can, but I don't want to get it too difficult to put pressure on me during those few weeks, maybe even a few months or maybe even a few weeks of competition time this year.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll probably want seven to.
So when the season started this year, what was your target?
3.
5 or
5 or
between
3.
3 or 5, wasn't it? But
Yeah.
now we'll have to see. So
now we'll go down to 7 or 5 maybe.
yeah. So Sean's asked, where do we play, and if we had any hole-in-ones. So let me go first. So I play at Sandy Way in the northwest, which is an absolutely fantastic course in Priors Hayes.
Amazing golf.
I've very nearly had a hole-in-one. I've had a lip out for a hole-in-one.
You've had a bounce out for a hole-in-one, which you then made a 6.
Yeah, because it ended up quite far away from the hole.
Bounced, hit the pin.
Yeah.
Miles back.
And Will, where do you play?
Sandy Way.
Is your home course, isn't it?
My home course.
What?
Royal Liverpool is one of my other courses.
Yeah, and how many hole-in-ones have you had? At the age of 12, how many hole-in-ones have you had?
I'd like to say none, but I've had 3.
So you've had 3, haven't you?
3 hole-in-ones.
Yep, so 2 of those were at Hartford.
2 of them were at Hartford, 3rd and the 7th, and then one of them was the 18th at Sandy Way. The finishing hole had a hole-in-one.
Yeah.
Get a better day.
It was fantastic, wasn't it?
One of my coaches straight after, and he's actually had 9 hole-in-ones himself. And my dad said, Roger, you'll never guess what just happened. Then my coach said, shot 1 under.
Yeah.
My dad was like, no, he's just got a hole-in-one on the 18th.
I think Sean's a bit surprised and shocked that you've had 3 hole-in-ones, Will.
Yeah. Started at 4, the age of 4, and I've had them 3 consecutive years, about a week before my birthday, each one.
Have you had one this year? No, you haven't, have you?
No, because it isn't my birthday yet.
Oh, okay.
I will get one.
So, one of your other viewers, Jewett Tyron, has asked, what was your best round of golf and what did you shoot?
Best round of golf, I played at Hertford. Well, my competition round, I think I played at Sandy Way and shot, was it 72?
I thought it was 74.
No, it was 73. 73 the first time I played with Oscar Moe.
Was it? Oh, yeah, what's that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was 73.
So 73
Oscar
gross.
Moe Craig.
73 gross was your best
But
score.
my best, competition-wise, but my best score overall for 18 holes was at Hertford, which is a nice course. It's quite short for me.
It's a 9-hole course, you went
Yeah.
round twice. And what did you shoot there?
69 gross on a par 70. Maths.
Par 74, I think it is it?
10, 15.
What did you
Yeah, par 74.
Yeah. Yeah, so you were 5 under. Well, that's your
It's
best.
63. It's 63 plus 62. No, it isn't. It's 36 plus 35,
Yeah.
which is 60,
Yeah.
71.
So a couple of more
Yeah,
comments.
73. Yeah.
Couple more comments.
34.
Sean said 3 hole-in-ones is fantastic. That's great.
Thank you.
And Joe Reynolds has said that Sandy Way is a great course.
It's amazing.
It is, isn't it?
I'm really proud to have it at my home.
It's really helped.
My home course.
It's helped you to develop your game, hasn't it?
Yeah, and then Royal Liverpool as well will help me develop my links game for like Opens in the future.
And Raf Golf said hello. Remember Raf that we played with last year in the European Championship?
Yes.
I think if I remember rightly, Raf is from Austria. Remember?
Yes, I do actually.
Yeah, so Raf said hello.
Hi, Raf. So yeah, pretty tired actually.
You're desperate to get to your homework, aren't you?
No.
Desperate to get to his homework.
I drink. I can't find it.
Have some my cup of tea if you want.
No, I'll end up having to drink my aftershave. 43 quid worth of drink.
I don't think we'll be
One-
drinking
150
aftershave.
millilitres drink.
Yeah.
45 quid. I'm joking. Anyway, you may be wondering why there's a load of hair in here. We shaved the dog.
No, you shaved the dog.
I shaved the dog. This is a very good, very proud moment for me. So
Yeah, you can see it down there. There's lots of dog hair.
that's not his tail.
No, it's not his tail, it's his hair.
I cut his tail though, but he's got really like short fur now.
Yeah, got some nice comments saying, great work, guys. Thanks, Sean. We will keep it going.
Sean, we'll keep it going probably like 6 to 7 probably live every night.
Yeah, I think Will's getting a bit tired now, aren't you? I think what it is, I think it's excitement about getting upstairs and doing his homework. So I think we're gonna probably call it a day there, aren't we?
No, I'm gonna hit a few more shots.
Oh, go on. What are you gonna do to finish?
Few five.
I'll let you have 5 shots to finish. Have to call. Hang on. Whoa! You can't just hit shots. You got to call them.
Over 200 yards.
5 wood over 200 yards. Right. Let's see. 5 wood over 200 yards. Did it pick up?
Good news is I found my water.
There we go. Well, there you go. 5 wood over 200 yards. That'll do. 4 shots left. What are you going to do?
2 iron low stinger.
2 iron, low stinger. What shot shape and what distance?
Straight. No. Probably a draw. And over 150.
2 iron, draw over 150. And what is it then?
And I really hope that has not faded. 2 iron and draw. And over 150. There you
Okay,
go.
very good.
I'll hit 2 iron fade over 150.
2 iron fade over 150.
We'll finish at the end there. Fade more. Go on, get there. Yep. 2 iron, 2 fade, and over 150.
Okay.
2 more shots, I'm going to keep it with the 2.
So we're going to do 2 more shots before we call it a day today.
A low draw and a high fade.
A low draw. What distance?
Low draw will go probably around 150.
A low draw 150.
130 probably.
Mm.
You can't say I didn't call that.
Yeah, you didn't quite catch that, did you?
No, I'll do it myself again.
What we're going
Chances to pull it off.
Okay, so what we're going to finish with?
Low draw, and then I'm doing this one, and then I'm doing one more. This one's going over 130, I'm calling it. What? Hang on, I think I'm hitting it too low. I'll hit this one and then one more. The draw's going again. That's over 150, I'm calling it. I'm calling it. Go more. Yes. 200 yard, 2 iron.
So 195 yard to iron. All right. Try and go for 220 yards with the driver, says Joe Reynolds.
This is the last shot of the night, so like.
Was it the last one, or are we going to do 3?
I'll do as many as I want.
I'll tell you what, just to make it interesting,
No.
we'll go high tee,
High tea.
low tee,
Which
driver
one?
off the deck.
Where's the high tea? I can't find the rubber tees now.
They'll be in that net somewhere.
I'm just searching with Will. Searching.
There they are, on the right. On the right, I can see them. There they are.
Yeah, got them. Guy, high tea, low tea. And I have to use the high tea as the yellow tea because the red one didn't pick up.
Okay, so we're going for 220 yards with the driver, yeah? What do you reckon?
Chunk that massive.
Yeah, I thought you did.
I'll give myself 2 shots at each one.
Okay.
Wasting time.
So try not to get after it with your swing. Try and keep your tempo instead of snatching at it.
I think I've chunked it again. But you know, I'll go 220. I got it.
Well, 223, there we go.
Low tea. Blue tea. Just having itself.
That sounded nice. So we've done the high tee.
Shot. People will know this if they've played with me before.
219 off the low tee, so I'll give you that one.
Here we go.
So driver off the deck, what distance do you reckon? Are we going to beat that
I'll
220?
give myself 2 shots for each one.
Oh, not quite. Let's see if we can squeeze another.
I'll aim 210 on this one.
Let's squeeze another 19 yards at this driver off the deck.
See if I'll aim 210 on this one.
What do you reckon?
I reckon the whiplash was massive on that shot. But I reckon the distance wasn't. I'm going one more good luck. Or, in other words, one more for no homework.
Oh, different ball. Okay, let's explain to the camera what you've just done.
Crows off ball.
Change the ball, yeah.
One more compression so it'll go further, hopefully. And there you go. Bit of proof there that
Do you like that, do you?
higher.
Driver off the deck. Oh, it's gone laggy.
I hope you wouldn't realise. I really hope you wouldn't have realised that.
This silly thing on SkyTrack, it's quite annoying when it does that.
Driver off the deck, 316 yards.
Stop pulling yourself out of balance because you'll end up injuring yourself. So, I think we're going to call it there, Will.
I think we're going to call it after the shot.
Okay, so this is your very last shot. So, tell the camera what you're going to do with this.
Hit a draw. No, I'm hitting one more. Complete chunk. I hit a draw.
You did hit a draw. 207 yards.
Last one, here we go. Here we go, viewers.
Okay. That definitely is the last one.
I felt better than it was.
Okay.
Yes. Bottle cap flick.
So, we're going to call it there, aren't we?
Yeah, so
So if anybody joined late and wants to watch back any of the things that we were doing in terms of
my story.
the challenges, in terms of the distance challenges.
In terms of bottle cap flicking.
Yep.
It'll be on my story.
So thanks for watching, Will,
Thanks
guys.
for watching, yeah.
Hope you enjoyed the camera work and some of the commentary.
Hope golf course is open in a few weeks.
Yeah, and when are you
When
going?
they do, I'm probably going to set up a few YouTube videos on it.
Okay, when
Review a Sunday, maybe.
and when are you going to go live again, Will?
Well, that's tomorrow at 6, maybe.
Okay, so tomorrow at 6,
Yes.
maybe. Yeah, depending on homework and stuff.
Yeah, so thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.